Ah, I found glowing. I wonder how well I could appraise his abilities. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah?
Yes, to what do I owe such scrutiny?
Glowing. Hero of the Lonely Mountains. Axe wielding, 80. Fire making, 95. Hardiness, 90. Resolve, 85. You're practicing the art of appraisal, are you? My cousin Balin was quite skilled at that, and Thorn relied on both his observant eye and on his wisdom. It's a pity what happened to him in the end, though. You should appraise the other members of our traveling party. Begin with Emok, for I think he will be the most difficult to read. Alright, let's see if I can find Emok. And, yeah, where is he at? I guess that's the first thing I need to observe, is his location. Ah, here's Emok. Let's see what I think about him. Interesting. Most interesting.
What are you doing? You got something in your eye?
Emok, Stout Axe, Survivor of Mordor. Perception, Smell, 90. Trap Construction, 80. Hardiness, 95. And Resolve, 90. Great deal of resolve and hardiness, and good at making traps. I trust you're suitably impressed by what you've seen. Life in the pits of Mordor was hard, and not every stout axe has the fortune to escape the chains of Sauron. But those that did were made strong, toughened by the experience. So it was with me. Those who did not suffer in Mordor were not tempted as I was. Tempered as I was, yes. Appraise Venko and see if I'm wrong. It is no competition, of course. I'm merely curious. Alright, we'll try Venko next. Ah, here's Venko. Interesting.
Well, what is it? What can you tell of me?
Venko Jaruka Homeseeker. Axe wielding, 60. Sword wielding, 75. Hardiness, 80. Resolve, 80. Yes, you seem to be developing an eye for skill. It's true I'm not as accomplished with axes as I am with swords. The sword is a Jaruka weapon. We will swing axes if that's what we have on hand, but we do not prefer them. Let the Longbeards prize their axes. We use whatever is necessary to achieve victory, whether that be sword, axe, or knife. Most interesting. Yes. Now, let's try Runerick Notbeard. Ah, here he is at his usual spot.
Well, let us see if Irsa has trained you well in the art of appraisal.
What can you tell of me? Runerick Notbeard, Bjorning, Chief of Limlock. Skin changing, 95. Herbalism, 85. Hardiness, 85. Resolve, 85. Another herbalist. You have made good progress, Pineleaf. So too have the injured ravens. I am pleased to tell you that with time enough to rest, they should fully recover from their wounds. They were fortunate for my knowledge of herbs and for your quick action. The Floodbroom tea has already counteracted the poison. Your agreement to care for these ravens has another effect. It caused me to change my own appraisal of you. You are welcome to remain in Nimlock if you wish, and so too are these dwarves. But I hold firm to one thing. I refuse to host an entire company of dwarves in my village. You need no special skill at appraisal to know I mean it.
Your friend Gloin told me one of his ravens escaped the arrows of the orcs.
Yes, and one of the ravens escaped and bore away his message. If that is true, your dwarves will soon march upon the very gates of Gundabad, there to face Gorgar the Ruthless. I wish you good fortune. You have proven to possess a more caring heart than I expected, and I do not wish for you to needlessly throw your life away on this doomed errand. And yet, I too have some training in appraisal. Your own hardiness and resolve are not to be underestimated. Perhaps you will yet see victory in Gundabad Pineleaf. Well, perhaps I will. I can only hope so. Right, Gloin? One of the ravens escaped the arrows of the orc archers, and even now Telgia is winging to Scarhold toward Durin about the new lord of Gundabad. I don't think it will dissuade him. You heard the fire in his voice when he spoke before the anvil of Winterstith. No orc chieftain, not even the brother of Mazog, will keep Durin from seeking to reclaim Gundabad. But our message will still serve an important purpose, for he will not march blindly beneath the three peaks. There is something else about which we should speak, Pineleaf. I was thinking to Imlach and Venko, and they are not yet ready to go separate ways. They have decided to see what waits in Gundabad, and because of that, they want to hone their skills. It seems your appraisals of them were not quite to their liking, and now they desire further training. To speak honestly, I could too could use a bit of exercise. Our companions console that we travel to the gorge of Sundergrot to hone our skills. Will you join us? The assault on Gundabad will surely test us, and each of us had best be prepared for the trials ahead. Oh, to Sundergrot. Oh, fun. Ah, there's still plenty of goblins in there, it sounds like. What do you say, Imlach?
Do you smell that? Goblins.
Goblins have attempted to reinforce the gorge since they were last opposed in the land Pineleaf. They cannot evade my nose, no matter how they try to recover from their foul scent. Perception smell 91. I feel more accomplished already. This sojourn to Sundergrot has proven fruitful already. Well, that's good to hear. Nothing like a little improvement in there. I can only hope that my on combat skills will be nice and ready by the time we get into Gundabad. Now, let's see if we can find some goblins and some discarded weapons. Sundergrot weapon. Alright. That way the goblins won't be able to use them if they're in my hand. Oh ho! Well, that looks like an orc, not a goblin. Take care of this one here. Oh. This guy looks nasty. Are you ready? Oh. Now, why did I have to go after the driver first? There you go. First goblin down. Now let's pick up a few more weapons. Kill a few more goblins. And then let's see what else we could do in order to hone our skills. Hello there, Venko. How are you finding this trip?
Together, we will answer all our foes.
Stand with me, Pine Leaf, and together we'll answer all our foes. Let them fear my blade, and I will sharpen it with their hides. Alright, well, these orcs won't be able to hide from me. That's for sure. Let's get rid of this guy. You know how I feel about archers that are peppering me with arrows. Here you go. How's that? Oh, more of them. That's what we've got. Orcs. Of course, there's another archer around here. Alright, no more missiles. Ah, much better. Much better. Goodbye. Ah. Alright, you'll go and search more goblins, and I'll go and search more goblins. And we could clear this place out. Well, as much as we can in one day. How do you think that went?
My sword arm has grown even stronger with the practice.
Sword wielding 76. Very good, friend. Very good. If the goblins of Gundabad put up a little fight as those of Sundergrot, the Joruka will have the home that was promised to them before the week is out. And my sword arm has grown even stronger with the practice. Gorgar the Ruthless is less than nothing to me, and soon he will be just a memory. If Prince Ingor commanded me to face him in a duel of swords, I'll do so, and gladly. I would do so even if it was to be a contest of axes, should the prince command it. Well, don't get overboard. What do you say, Glowing?
Ah, it feels good to fight again.
Axe wielding 81. Yes, good to be fighting again. I may be old, but I can still go axe the skull with the common goblin of the mountains and 3 of his friends. Ha 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 ha. Do goblins have friends? Better to say allies, perhaps, for I have seen little proof of friendship amongst Azog's kind or his descendants. Then again, my axe does the talking for me, and he is a sharp conversationalist, swift and pointed with every argument. Oh, that's a good one. I'll have to remember that and tell Gimli when next I see him. But listen to me, Pine Leaf. Now that I have gotten to more exercise, I think there might be something we should do while we're here in Sundergrot. Oh? And what is that?
High above Sundergrot is a place of great interest for the Longbeards, and I would like to see it.
I would like to climb the summit, yes. And I would like to see what's there. Then let's go.
Long ago, during the First Age, the Grey Mole Rebellion came to an end among the rocky cliffs of High Sundergrot.
Oh, this is where the last battle was against the Grey Mauls. Just a minute, my friend. The climb to this high place was quite exhausting, and we're not yet to the top. I must rest for a moment. All right. I'm not tired. I could climb 100 more steps. But I'll keep the old Longbeard company as he rests. A capital idea, Aimlock. Pine Leaf will go on ahead. Oh, wonderful. Simply wonderful. Well, a bit chilly up here. That's all I gotta say about that. The forlorn wind whistles amongst the crags, but nothing else moves. Right? Well, except for the snowflakes, it looks like. Alright. Well then, if there aren't any troubles here, then we'll be fine. What's this? A drift of fallen snow. What's this all about? A drift covers the ancient helmet of the dwarf mage, shattered long ago. A broken helmet? That is common enough. Ah, but not from here, Emok. It was here that Motsog the traitor claimed leadership of the dwarves. It was here that he built his city during the first age of this world. Dwarves fought dwarves in this place, spilling kindred blood. And someone comes. Huh? Who? But who else would think to climb this high? My prince! Glowing pine leaf, I see your purpose mirrors my own. What purpose is that, my prince? To visit High Sundergrot before the great campaign begins, of course. You and your traveling companions have done well, Pineleaf. I received Glowing's message at Scarhold not long after it was sent. For his messenger ravens are renowned for their speed, and the bird he selected was no exception. Well, I'm glad he didn't get hurt too much by the arrows. His tidings of a new Lord of Gundabad fills me not with fear, but with anticipation. For no orc will stand between me and my chosen path, no matter his lineage. I had the message copied and sent to the Lonely Mountain and the Iron Hills and other dwarf holdings in lands both near and far. My armies gather to march on Gundabad, and all will be forewarned of the tidings uncovered by your scouting expedition. I am eager to my own gaze upon the mountain home, and sought no delay. But I wanted first to make this journey here to Sundergrot. It was here that the very first Durin to bear that name put an end to the usurper Motsog, solidifying his power and his claim to lead the dwarves with that victory. By making this journey, I hope to become closer to my ancient forebear, that I may draw strength for the battles to come from the memory of he whose name I bear. I confess that I did not expect so much climbing. ah, it seems our path continues to the northeast. If you will keep climbing upward, Pineleaf, and clear the way for us. Of course. Of course I will. What could go wrong? Absolutely nothing. Well, let's see. Which way should we try? Ah! This way should do. But anything else here? So far, it looks like just ruins. Nothing more. Nothing less. But I'm sure well, drakes could be a problem. You hear growling sounds and fluttering wings and reaching the ruins. Well, the wings are the ones that I would expect. But it sounds more like bat wings. Yeah, bat wings. Well, that is... Oh. Is that a hill beast? Well, I suppose that's something you'll find up here. Hill beasts. Well, let's deal with beasts and bats both. And deal with them quickly so that the dwarves could be able to join me up here. Ah. Alright, now. This beast. Can I get him? Hey, you! Too bad I can't assess this beast. Find out what skills it has. Oh well. I guess I could assess its skills based on how it dodges my spears and how it stuns me. So these beasts here are tough. That's what you get assessed from that. Tough beasts. And they make me hungry. Nice. I think I've taken care of all the beasts and bats, but what is this? Broken blade of ancient make. Broken long ago. I was not sure I should have come here. My thoughts said to me, go to Gundabad, do not delay. But my heart said, there is a place you should see. Two voices there were, and they were in conflict. They are the voice of all Longbeards, my prince. They have driven every Durin before you, and now they speak to you in concert. Perhaps glowing. That may be. I am glad I came here to high Sundergrot after all. In this place I feel my kinship with Durin the First more keenly than ever. Imak, Venko, may I now speak privately with Pineleaf? Fine! Oh? Pineleaf. Yeah? This is a matter of some delicacy, my friend, and I urge you to exercise discretion. I will not belabor the point, for I trust you will use such prudence as this subject requires. I tasked you with finding and defeating the raiding party from Gundabad that endangered the folk living among the wells of Langflood, and from Glowing's messenger Raven, I know that you did so successfully. But there is one matter of concern that was not made clear to me in the message. I ask you this, then. Were Emok and Venko effective in their errand? Did you have any reason to question their loyalties? Did they strike you as good-hearted allies of the Longbeards, or did you detect veins of disloyalty or deception running beneath their surface appearance? I do not know if you are familiar with the Grey Maul Rebellion. Yes, I am. But all my people know the lesson of High Sundergrot. Even your closest friends can be tempted into treachery, as was Motsog the traitor. He was once the dearest friend of Durin, father of the dwarves, and still he raised the Grey Maul army in rebellion, claiming a lordship that was not his. Durin the First repaid that treachery with death, though Motsog was once his closest friend. I would not say that Joruka or Stoutaxe are as dear to me as that Pineleaf. As far as I could see, they are trustworthy and effective. Then I do not either. Oh, then I don't have any complaints either, Pineleaf. Still, I advise you to keep an eye on the Joruka especially, for his people believe that they have a claim upon Gundabad, and I do not want to win it back from the orcs, only to lose it to these dwarves from the east. I am ready. Like the dwarves who came here before me, whose name I now bear, my heart is filled with noble purpose. I have commanded my armies to descend upon Elderslade. They wait now for me. They wait for us now, if you will accompany me to war. I will. I have known the road leads to Gundabad for some time now. I will fight alongside you, Durin. You have need of my nose. What? Oh, Pine Leaf will tell you. Friends and allies, our road leads to the north, to Elderslade. To Elderslade. Are you prepared? Yes, we are prepared. There it is, the bridge to Elderslade. What will you find on the other side? That you'll find in the next episode of The Legacy of Durin.